If you're losing fish on a consistent basis, most likely you're using cheap hooks that are dull and they're costing you fish. Oh! A good way to determine if you've got a hook that's sharp enough or not is by sticking it onto your nail. If it sticks onto your nail and you try and pull it across your nail and it just stays, that's probably a good sharp hook. If you pierce into your nail and you slide it across, you pull it across your nail and it just slides right across, you've got a dull hook. Should not use it. As anglers, we're willing to spend $1,000 on a rod and reel, $100 on a line. Maybe we own a boat, or we've got waders that cost $500 to $1,000. And yet we buy cheap flies and lures that cost 50 cents or $1 less. I know this isn't the most scientific study, but I took a piece of cardboard, I attached different hooks to a scale, and I measured how much pressure it took to penetrate through the cardboard. It was pretty astounding to me to see how poorly these hooks performed versus some of these really expensive good hooks that I have, how well they did. The good hooks averaged about 6 to 8 ounces of pressure to penetrate the cardboard. The cheap hooks, on the other hand, that wouldn't stick into my fingernail, they all took over a pound of pressure, and some, like the hopper, bent out and didn't penetrate the cardboard even at 2 to 3 pounds. We buy flies and lures with cheap hooks when this is the most basic piece of gear that we need to catch a fish. Here's a prime example of that from my own life. We were filming cutthroat and I had a fish rising, and I hooked that fish probably 5 or 6 times. I never landed that fish because I had a cheap hook that was dull.
Oh, that was...
Oh, you would have freaking thrown him into the sea. There a hook on there?
Yeah, I got a hook on there.
I finally got a little smarter and realized that the reason I was missing that fish is because the fly was dull. You can have all the best gear, but without a hook, you won't catch fish. Even with the worst gear and a good hook, you're still gonna land fish. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Go out, buy some good hooks. Don't buy crappy cheap hooks. It will cost you so much more in the long run.